Okay, in this video, as you can see, we have a nice DOOGEE rugged phone collection. This is the DOOGEE Blade 10 series, and I'm very excited to get my hands on these phones. You know, this is the brand I am really into it because they do exceptional value for money with some decent spec, etc. So, I did very similar DOOGEE comparison last year. If you haven't had a chance to watch that, you definitely should. If you're in this kind of rugged devices, again, you know, might not be for everyone because people think rugged phones have to be for industrial people, you know, for fishermen and all that. However, I believe these phones are just getting better and better, and they are getting smaller and smaller. Okay, that's the thing. Look at that design. Let me unbox them very quickly, and then we're going to run through some comparison. We're going to talk about the spec, etc. And as you can see, they are very unique in their own way, which I really like. You know, phones are getting boring these days. The more phones I review, then I can tell you they're just very similar. But here, this is definitely not the case. Wow. Let me peel those stickers off. And also it's great to see chargers in the box with the USB Type-C cable. Okay, so let's talk about these devices now. Starting from the left, we have the DOOGEE Blade 10 Pro, then you got the DOOGEE Blade 10 Ultra, and you got the DOOGEE Blade 10 Max here. These two are very similar. You got that cyberpunk kind of a style. This one's like a transparency one. Very cool. And you've got the rear display, which makes it very, very unique. I'm going to talk about that display a little bit later on. Remember, guys, these are rugged devices. However, they are one of the thinnest you can find on the market because they are only, bear in mind, 10.7 millimeters. Can you imagine 10.7 millimeters on the rugged device? Just for comparison, I have to show you this. This is Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra with like a rugged case. And then you can see it's actually thicker than one of these phones. So that's pretty impressive. Now let's talk about the battery. We've got just over 5,000 mAh here on these two, and you got huge 10,300 milliamp hour here. Very nice. We have Android 14 on all these three devices straight out of the box, which I really like. Not to mention about storage. All the phones comes with 256 gigabytes of storage, so you know, for apps, games, there is enough storage for sure. On the top of that, you can even expand the storage RAM up to 20 gigabytes. So when you're looking around, you can see the bolts and, you know, the metal frame here, which I really like. You've got your Type-C slot at the bottom. Okay, the fastest speed you will be able to get to here is 18 watts. And what I also like, you've got customize button here on the left on all these three devices. I'm going to talk about this a little bit later on. Now, what's brilliant about those phones, you got screen protector applied already, and there is an additional one in the box as well. So that's always a great thing. I have to say that I absolutely love the fact that you can get the SIM card just simply using your fingernail, and you have two SIM cards, 4G available. Sadly, there is no 5G here. And then you got memory stick slot for up to 2 terabytes of memory, which is very impressive. Now, these phones are certified for military standard, which means you can put it in very tough environmental weather, like very hot, very cold, put it in the sand, put it in the water, you name it. Okay, well, let's talk about performance, gaming, and speakers. All devices have a single speaker. Now, please remember, when you do gaming, Try not to keep your hand here because you're just going to cover the speaker. Let me show you. Yeah, do you know what I mean? And you can see the screens are pretty bright. They are having LCD displays and the brightness is still pretty decent, I have to say. But let's talk about the resolution. We have Full HD on Pro and the Ultra. However, Max has HD Plus. But you would not be able to tell the difference, in my opinion. They pretty much look identical. Worth mentioning, all devices support NFC payments, which is always a great thing. But I'm gonna just carry on playing for a bit. Let me bring the volume down because Asphalt 9 is one of my favorite games. I don't really play that often, but if I do play, it's always this game. As you can see, there is no lagging here whatsoever. Okay, these are mid-range devices, so the chipset is around mid-range performance, so nothing crazy, but for day-to-day tasks, you will be absolutely fine. As you can see, fingerprint scanner is working absolutely fine on all these phones. And then in terms of the display, again, as you can see, we've got 90 Hz refresh rate, which again, for mid-range device, it is a nice touch. You see, what I like about rugged devices, that you can watch movies for hours because of that huge battery. So especially with this one, you know, if you go like camping, caravanning trips, you just give your kids a phone and you don't need to worry about charging it up because it just lasts forever. But let's talk about the smart key feature. As you can see, you've got quite a few options. I set up for one click to wake up the small screen. It's called mini screen. Double tap, open the flashlight, long press. You can just choose. You might pick, you know, even a maps. Like, there are lots of options available here, as you can see. So let's go and check that out. So one click, as you can see, the small screen pop out. Double click, you got the flashlight. And let's go three click, or hold, sorry. Let's turn that off first. And do the hold. As you can see, I've got my map already opened here. That's a really nice touch. But let me show you this small screen here and a few options. You got your compass, you can even play music, you can use the main camera to take pictures, or you get notifications as well. So that's really cool. By the way, if you enjoy my content and you are a huge fan of rugged devices, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe to my channel. I will be definitely be making more videos like this one. Please remember, all the links will be found in the description below. But let's talk about the camera now. We have 8 megapixel selfie camera on all these three devices. Resolution for video, it's only 720p. But let's move on to the main sensor now. This is video quality on the main sensor. You got 50 megapixel here, 1080p only. What do you think about this one? But let me walk around the town and take some pictures now. Outside, you are still able to enjoy your content watching on this display here. I mean, look at that. I'm just currently watching Marcus Brownie, you know, Award of Smartphones 2024. As you can see, even outside, the screen is pretty decent, I have to say. Again, remember, this is budget device that offers a lot for its money. Now, but let's talk about the price, and you will be very, very impressed. For the DOOGEE Blade 10 Pro, this one here, with some discount at the moment, you will be paying £134 here on Amazon in the UK. That's pretty crazy. The Blade 10 Ultra will cost you £159 after some discounts, and you've got the last one here, £189 for the Max version. This is a very exceptional value for money. Just for comparison, guys, because I thought this is crazy. Like, look, on this phone, the case and this S Pen will cost you over £100 just for those accessories. And if I add this power bank on the top, this will actually cost you more than this device. This will actually work as a power bank itself, because remember, this has 10,000 milliamp hour battery, and you got phone on the top of that with decent spec and very unique rear display. Please let me know your thoughts, guys. Which of these devices do you like the most? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers!